by Camarda. Now we check the flag from Alex Kemp.
Player out of bounds on a kick. Kicking team number 32. That 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. First down.
Well, the miscues for Arthur Smith and his Falcons, Arch, have been a big part of the story.
No, you can't. I mean, great play by Davis, first of all. Another great play by Winfield. Ritter probably held on to that ball too long in the field, in the end zone. You certainly don't expect not one, but two of Koo's kicks missing. And, you know, really both teams. You've had Tampa has made a couple more plays. But listen, you're trying to, we came into this game saying this is for the division to go to the playoffs, and I don't think either team playing like a playoff team.
Ritter trying to throw on the run there to Scotty Miller, and it's incomplete as Miller just runs out of real estate working along the near side of the field. Arch, how do you get his confidence up here? Obviously he's missed some throws, hasn't been a strong day for Ritter.
Yeah, I'm not sure I know how to answer that question, Spiro, because there's been opportunities, and if you just hit on it, right, and build on it and get some excitement rather than disappointment from your team after a play. They just haven't been able to string those positive plays together. Every time they try to make a stride or something good happens, there's a negative play or a missed opportunity that brings them right back.
Remember Arthur Smith, of course, offensive coordinator in Tennessee. It's on his plate to try to get this offense in going. With so much to play for. Potential division championship 4 or 5 weeks away. They could take a giant step in that direction if they can somehow come back and win this game here in the division. Ritter, far side. Boy, dangerous pass. Flag thrown as McCollum was there on the coverage against London.
Pass interference, defense number 27. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
Arch, what did you see?
I'm going to have to look at another angle of that one there, Clark. I'm not exactly from that angle. I don't know. I think me and Todd Bowles share a brain on this one.
Ritter coming back to the near side of the field, and he completes. That's his tight end, Michael Pruitt. So it turns out to be an 11-yard penalty. They pick up another first down here. And boy, how quickly the dynamic has changed now for the Falcons.
Yeah.
Let's take one more look at that penalty against McCollum. See if there's anything from there. A little bit of a nudge, but that just appears to be inadvertent contact with London kind of initiated.
It's one of those that, if there was, again, I'd put that in the very technical category.
There's Cordero Patterson. We've seen him in the run game multiple times today as he tries to get downhill close to the 35-yard line. But for Atlanta now, suddenly you've got some life breathed into this offense.
Yeah. 2nd
and 4 with that clock running early stages of this fourth quarter, but they need points quickly to try to turn the momentum.
Yeah. And listen, I think the offenses haven't played very well today, but I think both defenses have given up a play here or there, but both defenses really, especially the secondary, have come to play today.
So Patterson getting his chance. Patterson, longtime veteran, Pro Bowler, is a return man 4 times in his career. There's some of the electricity that he's got in his legs. Biggest play of the day for Atlanta. 1st and goal, Falcons.
Boy, it's really a good play call again. Robinson's going to come from this side, and then all he needs is a little bit. Watch right there. It's over. A little stutter, and he's able to make somebody miss. Boy, it was Rashad White for Tampa Bay in this part of the field. This time it's Robinson. And then here you go. Atlanta with a chance. Watch the zone read.
This is Robinson, and he's in for the touchdown. Bijan Robinson, a dynamic rookie runner, picking the Falcons Falcons up off the mat. Brand new game.
Well, the combination of Newsel and Winstrom here on this right side, and there's no linebacker to get over. Just really good front side blocking. There's no second layer support. Antoine Winfield Jr. can't get over the top, and boy, just when it wasn't looking very good, Atlanta answers with a big one.
The 33-yard sprint to get him into first and goal position, and then Robinson with his fourth.
6 drives. Again, hats off to the Atlanta defense. They have just played a tremendous game here. It's funny because for both teams, wide receivers really haven't been able to get much consistency. It's been the running backs, Rashad White and Bijan Robinson.
This is a first down run. It's little Chase Edmonds. Doesn't need much room to maneuver. He scampers for 15, moves the sticks for Tampa.
And really a good piece of running here with a backside pull, and Edmonds, he just hits it, and what a burst. I mean, as soon as he hits that hole, a burst, and again, really could have been a touchdown saving tackle from Jesse Bates to just get him down before he does even more damage.
Another 100-yard rushing game for Tampa Bay as an offense, as Rashad White takes his turn here now inside Falcons territory. Boy, if there was ever a time for Tampa Bay to get an extended drive here, it's right here. Dave Canales had a chance to visit with him at their hotel yesterday. Pleased with the progression arch in the running game. Again, they haven't had big statistical games, had a couple of late, but such a big part of what he wants this offense to look like. 2nd and 3. As Mayfield once again probes that defense. This is White, slips a tackle, first down Tampa. And he's inside the 40. And that offensive line starting to move some bodies. They pick up 10 more.
Well, Spiro, one of the reasons why they feel like this running game is starting to come on is the play of their right guard, Cody Mauk, who is thrown into the fire a little bit this year, but he's starting to do some really good things. The game is starting to slow down, and he's one of the big reasons why they've been more consistent in getting these positive runs.
Fresh set of downs. Baker off the handoff, locates Godwin. Godwin taking on tacklers, forced out of bounds as he has some jawing now on that Atlanta sideline. B. Alford was there to push him out. Godwin picks up 6 hard-fought yards, 8 and change. It'll be 2nd and 4.
You notice Tampa Bay, the traditional vertical stuff down the field really hasn't had much going today for Dave Canales, the offensive coordinator you see right there. And so they have had some success, yes, running the ball for positive yards on first down, but a little unconventional stuff like bootlegs and screen passes out of the backfield.
This is White. A ground attack that ranks in the bottom 3 of the NFL suddenly coming alive on this drive. They've had 3 runs for a first down. It's White picking up 5.
And you wonder the impact of the injury inside for Contavious Street. Again, just another big body in there who was doing some really good things against that run. No Onyemata. We've talked about that multiple times in this game. And now you got another key player inside who is not in the game.
It's a battle of attrition right now. It's a good point for this Atlanta defense. 1st and 10 as they work from the 26. Mayfield protected. He's going to take his shot. Far side end zone and incomplete. Looking for Cade Otton, his young 2nd-year tight end. And he was covered step for step by Ellis.
Ellis having himself a game, isn't he? I mean, they've attacked him multiple times today in the passing game, whether it's Rashad White, this time it's Otton. They've tried to get him out of position, but he has been step for step playing an outstanding game.
Tampa Bay has been run heavy on this drive that began at their own 25-yard line. You see Mayfield's numbers. Handoff here. This is White. Slips the initial tackle, gets close to the 20-yard line. And that clock running, we move under 7 minutes left. You can feel the urgency in this building with first place hanging in the balance here in Atlanta. 3rd and 4.
So here's the question. Who are you going to go to and what kind of a play? You haven't been able to just win on one-on-one matchups. So you've got to try and scheme something to get somebody open, because on just one-on-one plays, Atlanta has been the winner.
Baker Mayfield touched on making the plays in the key moments. It's right here. Mayfield throws, end zone, and they say incomplete. The officials ruling that Evans was out of bounds.
Oh boy, I think he might have got the right foot down, but does he control it? Watch the right foot.
And then there's the left hand arch as he reached down for balance.
I think he got both feet, but then again, the hand. Look at this effort.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete pass.
The hand.
Tampa Bay has challenged that ruling.
Unbelievable. Boy, it's as close as it can be, but I believe the hand touched down before that second foot came in.
I mean,
what an effort by Evans.
We slow-moed it. That's just milliseconds in real time.
All right, let's bring in Gene Steratore, our rules analyst. Gene, this is as close as it gets. What are you seeing?
It is, Spiro, and great eyes with the hand, too. I think it's 2 camera frames from the way that we're spinning it in here, that Evans' hand hits the white before that toe taps for the second toe in the end zone. Really great camera work there, but I believe that right hand just hits the white before that the right foot does it, and that's what I have as incomplete as well.
All right, Gene Steratore weighing in for us.
But boy, it does almost look simultaneous, doesn't it? Right. I'd give it right there. Yep.
Yeah, foot not down yet.
Oh, I mean, we're talking.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. Tampa Bay is charged with their first challenge and first timeout.
So Tampa loses its second timeout, and that could loom really large down the stretch. So Todd Bowles sends out his field goal kicker to attempt a 38-yarder here and extend this to a potential 5-point lead with Chase McLaughlin. He is hit from 55. And a 5th-year kicker who came over in free agency from Indianapolis. Good snap, good hold, and the kick perfect. Tampa Bay 22, Atlanta 17 with 6:10 left. As we go to an NFL Today update in New York.
Saints pulling out more. Yes, Derek Carr throws a pass inside to Chris Olave for 7 yards and a touchdown. Wow, that took a big hit. New Orleans leading the Carolina Panthers 21-6. Back to Spiro, Adam, and Aditi.
And all kinds of big scores coming down the stretch. Winner of this one will take sole possession of first place in the division. So if this game and that game between the Saints and Carolina holds, that means that all 3 would be tied, identical records. But it would be Tampa Bay by way of the 3rd tiebreaker. Common opponents taking a percentage point lead over Atlanta and the Saints.
Yep, according to my calculations, that is correct.
Thank you.
Well, there's some crazy scores out there today.
Unbelievable. Jets beating
What is
Houston
going on today?
with Zach Wilson back in the fold. That kick through the end zone, and they're going to have it at the 25. So this is what the rest of the schedule looks like for the 3 teams atop the NFC South. Some big ones coming up down the stretch. Saints will end the season against Atlanta.
Well, Chicago's easy. Oh, wait, they're beating Detroit right now.
Just the wildness of the NFL is what makes this sport so unique. Just seems like everyone's got a chance. Some of these divisions that are wide open. especially the NFC South. Ritter.
Oh, my
Near
goodness.
side, it's caught. Drake London with a brilliant catch.
Spiro, that's as good as it gets. Brilliant. Just such a glamorous catch by Drake London. I thought there is no way Winfield Jr. is not going to pick off this pass. But then just at the last second, the adjustment, go up and just snatch it away before it gets to Williams. That is a big-time play from Drake London.
Atlanta needed a play, and London with a 45-yard catch. And now it's Algier taking on the defense. That's going to get him charged up here in Atlanta. Boy, this place was dead quiet after the field goal by Tampa Bay to make it a 5-point game. London breathing life into the Falcons. And here we go. 5 minutes left, down 5 with the money on the table in the South.
If you're a Falcon right now and that catch doesn't get you juiced up here for the rest of this game, then something's wrong in Tampa. They got to regroup, step up, and they've got to try and make a play right now.
A little bit of a high snap fielded. Ritter hands. This is Algier. First down and more. And suddenly this Tampa defense playing on its heels. A run of 10 with 4:30 left in regulation.
I'll tell you what, backside Chris Lindstrom. You got Keith Smith leading it up inside, but number 63 really is the one that got that key block. I believe it was on Cansey, and then Algier just follows, stays on his track, cuts it up inside, and gives the Falcon 1st and 10.
Falcons down 3 offensive line starters, but they're carving some holes up here for Algier as he runs left, ducks inside the 10, as we are now under 4 minutes left.
I mean, did you see this coming?
No.
Holy smokes.
Boy, if Desmond Ritter can somehow make some plays here, no one's going to be talking about the throws that he's missed.
Well, I can't believe. I mean, what a play. What a play and what a catch from Drake London.
Ritter faking the handoff. They weren't fooled, but Ritter makes a play nonetheless. Desmond Ritter showing the wheels. And he leads Atlanta back in front.
Well, you can't ask Spiro for a better call, defensive call from Todd Bowles. He put his player, Tryon Shoyinka, in the perfect spot to take care of one of the favorite plays from Atlanta, but Ritter just makes the play. Now he's got to make one more.
Going for 2 to try to extend this to a 3-point lead. Robinson in motion, Ritter looking, fires, it's caught! Drake London, 3-point Atlanta lead. They have been waiting for this kid, Drake London, to have a moment. And it's that 45-yard catch. If this team goes on to win the division, that's the play they'll be talking about down the stretch of the season.
Ridiculous. Just gorgeous. Put that on a poster. Okay, they go in motion. And what happens, somebody goes in motion, number 32, Josh Hayes. Oh, excuse me, Tryon Shoyinka. This was a touchdown. I thought it was a 2-point conversion. But Tryon Shoyinka is right there to make the play. Well, what a sequence. You see Antoine Winfield and the linebacker over there, Nelson. Confusion and then wide open. What a sequence.
In the meantime, agony for Todd Bowles. Art, you said it, you know, as a coach, all you can do is put your guy in a position to make a play. Tryon Shoyinka had him. Ritter had no angle, and somehow he was able to get around the defender and punch it in.
Well,
Reminder, stay tuned. The NFL Today update delivered by Little Caesars, time permitting. We'll get you to New York. JB and the crew get you caught up around the NFL here in Week 14.
Well, somebody told, really both teams, but Atlanta, this game was for the division. You think about the two big plays. Tampa was in great position to win. You had 2-on-1. Antoine Winfield Jr. there was a for sure interception. Drake London turns into Superman, and then Desmond Ridder, one-on-one, should have been tackled in the backfield. He makes a play. That's the game.
Mayfield begins this drive with a completion. Godwin over the middle as he works right into the teeth of that Falcons defense, tackled by Andre Smith. They pick up 7.
So here's the question, if you're Ryan Nielsen. Your defense, at times this season, in these moments, have given up some plays. Can you finish and can you close?
That's a first down run here for Rachaad White. Remember, Tampa had to burn a timeout early in the third quarter with a little bit of confusion on a special teams play. It was actually on a punt. Then they lose their second timeout on the unsuccessful challenge. So you've got one left in the 2-minute warning.
To me, that only matters if you can't pick up a first down and you need another possession. You have plenty of time on this drive to do what you need to do. And so to me, the timeout is not a question, but you've got to execute, and this is your drive if you're Tampa Bay to try to make something happen.
One play for Rachaad White. So 2:17 and counting as Mayfield scurries them up to the line of scrimmage. Again, the winner of this game takes sole possession of first in the division. Mayfield's pass is broken up. What a play by Phillips. Mayfield trying to thread the needle. Godwin the intended receiver, and it's third down coming up.
And I tell you what, 4th round draft pick out of Utah has been thrown into the fire these last 2 games, and virtually every single time they try to go at number 34, he has stepped up and made a play.
Unbelievable. Remember, no Jeff Okudah today, ankle injury. Phillips has been tremendous. 3rd and 1. And White doesn't get it. Calais Campbell making first cut. Open.
Boy, I believe Carter, he goes for Mayfield. You got to close this down and go for White. He goes for Mayfield, and then that's what White.
30 seconds in left.
Atlanta has taken a timeout here. Falcons are pleading that Andre Smith was able to knock the football out and actually took possession away from Rachaad White. Every replay inside of 2 minutes has to be triggered upstairs.
Ball's
down
out,
to
Spiro.
football's loose.
Yeah.
Was there a clear recovery then? That's the question.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
How do you determine? The ball is, there is no doubt the ball is out.
So the key thing is here is that the rule on the field is Tampa Bay football. So now you have to have conclusive video evidence to see that Smith had taken possession.
It looks to me as if White had the ball before Smith could get his other hand inside.
They have confirmed it. Call on the field is going to stick. First down, Tampa Bay. Wow. And keep in mind the Bucs are down to their final timeout. Mayfield. Mayfield steps up, fires, incomplete. Looking for Evans, who, if you've just joined us, has just 1 catch in this game. That was only his 4th target.
Look at Jesse Bates all over it. Now, this secondary today, how many times have we said A.J. Terrell's name? How many times have we said Clark Phillips, Jesse Bates? I look at this secondary today. They are putting together a masterpiece against his passing game.
Boy, Baker Mayfield has been such a gamer in his career. Can he come up with the plays here down the stretch? Mayfield hit on the release, and it squirts incomplete. There is a flag thrown. Boy, what's the call here? Albert Huggins came on the hard hit.
Well, the quarterback had the ball, holding defense number 34. It's a 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Unbelievable. It's on Phillips, who has been magnificent today in this defense.
There he is.
A little bit of a jersey tug as he worked against Palmer.
Yeah.
1:24 left. See the target line. Baker. Near side. Boy, Evans had a little bit of a soft window there, but they miss. A.J. Terrell among the man in coverage for Atlanta.
Yeah, but watch. They're going to have Terrell here, and then over the top. You got to really, I mean, that ball has to be in the most perfect place. Zone coverage. Make it a tough window for the quarterback to throw the football, and it wasn't good enough.
Mayfield far side. Boy, miscommunication with Godwin. So Mayfield has now missed on 6 of his last 7 attempts. And another third down that they're faced with.
Yeah, but I think that was a miscommunication, because Phillips was playing Godwin to the inside, and based on that leverage, Mayfield felt like Godwin should push that to the sideline. Just not on the same page, and both Mayfield and Godwin, they just haven't been on the same page all game.
You have to think that Tampa is thinking more field position here. You see the target line, play clock down to 1. Mayfield puts a man under it. Far side, it's caught. Godwin! Baker Mayfield putting him on his back. Delivers a perfect pass to Godwin.
This is a bad play. This is a bad play by the safety. You're supposed to have help over the top, and the safety wasn't there. Number 37.
Handoff to White. Boy, deflating moment for this crowd. We'll check the flag here as the clock stops at 44 seconds left. Tampa still with that timeout in its back pocket. As we get the call here from Alex Kemp.
There is no foul on the play. It'll be second down. The clock will wind on my signal.
So the officials pick up the flag. Archie, just think of the late game comebacks for Baker in the recent last couple of years. Last year, remember, Carolina cuts ties with him, shows up with the Rams less than a week later, leads them to that crazy win in Thursday night in Los Angeles. Does he have some magic up his sleeve here? Again, the winner of this game takes sole possession of first place in the NFC South. 35 seconds. Mayfield to the end zone. It is caught. Otten, touchdown. There is a penalty flag thrown at the 1-yard line.
Could be defensive holding.
Before the pass was thrown, holding defense number 27. That penalty's declined. Touchdown.
Baker Mayfield has done it again. He has led his team back as the Buccaneers have retaken the lead 28-25 with the extra point pending.
All about details. When you see this route by Otten and how he gets outside of Richie Grant, precision, beauty.
It would be the 10th career game-winning drive orchestrated by Mayfield if this stands in Atlanta.
Well, listen, this Godwin is in the slot, and this appears to be man under with 2 deep, but the safety right here, he goes inside to take away the middle, And then watch how Alton gets outside of Grant. Grant's playing outside in. You got to keep your leverage to force him to the other safety. But a beautiful release to get outside. And Baker Mayfield, hey, it wasn't looking pretty. A couple bad throws. But the two clutch throws he had to have, the Godwin and then that one to Alton, when he had to have it, he made that play.
Well, you think of the relationship between Baker and Otton, his young second-year tight end who had a chance to play as a rookie in this league alongside probably the greatest quarterback of all time last year in Tom Brady. Otton, remember, a couple of weeks ago, he dropped that potential touchdown in the end zone in that game out in San Francisco. What a moment for Otton here with everything at stake. The potential game-winning touchdown. 31 seconds left. And Atlanta needing a touchdown. The reminder, stay tuned here for the NFL Today update delivered by Little Caesars, time permitting. We'll get you to New York, where JB, Phil, Nate Boomer, and Coach Cower are standing by. All the latest NFL scores and highlights. Unbelievable. Some of the missed opportunities for the Falcons. Younghoe Koo missing 2 field goals. One of the reasons why they're in this position. 4-point game as they begin at the 25. Ritter rolls out, completes at the 33. We'll see where they mark Jonnu Smith down here, as Atlanta's going to start to use these timeouts. 22 seconds left. It'll be 2nd and 2 for Atlanta. Younghoe Koo, who really, you can make the argument, has been their MVP. 2 missed field goals today. Missing there off the right upright. This was the long one right before the end of the first half. The frustration. He's going to be thinking about that one. The 50-yard miss and then the 52-yarder. And now all the pressure on the shoulders of their second-year quarterback. Ritter fires, completes. Right at midfield. That's Drake London with the catch. And now that clock management looming large. 18 seconds, the quick timeout. So that'll be their second. 1 left for Desmond Ritter and this Arthur Smith-led offense. Actually, that's their last timeout. So they're going to put a couple of more seconds back on the clock. 20 seconds, 1st and 10. Again, field goal does you no good. You need 6.
Yeah, if you catch this inbounds, you have one chance to spike it, and then you'll have maybe 1 chance to run 1 more play.
Right at the 50, Ritter from the gun. They protect him. That pass low, incomplete. Intended for Pitts. Down to 16 seconds. And you can feel the desperation in this building.
Boy, it just, for 3.5 quarters, 0 offense, nothing. And then all of a sudden, both teams, Rashad White's the one that really started it for Tampa. And then Drake London on the other side for Atlanta. Unbelievable.
The Saints have defeated the Panthers. So if Tampa wins, all 3 would finish the day with the same record. That pass is caught over the middle. It's Pitts. You got to spike it quickly here. They're out of timeouts. Ritter scurries them to the line of scrimmage, and that will give them 1 more chance at the end zone.
Well, shoot, that's really all you could ask for. 30-yard line, 1 play, and anything can happen. So if you're Tampa, the hard part for being a defense in this position is just making sure that you don't do anything to give an illegal contact or a pass interference. You got to make Atlanta earn this if they're going to score the touchdown.
Boy, this is where legends are made, right here. Ritter drops back, fires towards the end zone. It is caught, but London is short, and Tampa Bay has won it here in Atlanta. The Buccaneers will end the day all by themselves atop the NFC South in probably Drake London, who had that electrifying catch to turn the momentum for the Falcons, just comes up 4 or 5 yards short.